Hey Mallards, it is Sunday and this evening I watched the entirety of I Am Not Okay With This on Netflix. First off, that show's only 7 episodes long and the episodes are only like 20 minutes each, so I really only spent like 3 hours because I can feel the judgment coming. I also watched a lot of other things today, so like maybe your judgment is warranted, but still. Anyway, watched all 7 episodes of that this evening. Well, I also did laundry and the dishes and like reorganized my bathroom. Like, it wasn't completely useless today, just like marginally useless. And this show was both the same and different than I thought it would be, which I know is a really weird way to describe things. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, I Am Not Okay With This is about a high schooler who develops some sort of superpower, like mind powers, mostly triggered by times of intense emotion, like anger or embarrassment or like a panic attack. And over the course of the episode, she starts to realize that she is actually has powers, and meanwhile is still dealing with being a teenager. By the way, there will be major spoilers for this series, so if you want to watch it and you haven't yet, go spend 3 hours of your life and come back to me. And so in the show, she's figuring out some stuff about herself, like the fact that she likes girls and not boys, and that the girl she likes is her best friend, which is like a little awkward because her best friend is like dating some boy. And also she has got these powers, and also she's just dealing with other life problems in general. Her father killed himself, and the series manages to be intriguing while not actually giving me any information, which is kind of strange. It's clear that they're planning for more because the series ends on a cliffhanger, and I assume maybe there's more in the pipeline, but it's also possible that this was not a hit and therefore there is not. But it presents a lot of intriguing things, and then I feel that it, in this particular first season, sorry for the yawn, doesn't really pay off on any of them. Like all of the little bits that build, you get a little bit of information about her father, which I was hoping would pay off. And it's clear that there's some other stuff going on, and there's a little bit more payoff with the personal like connections and the people to people stuff that happens, more so than in the larger plot of this girl maybe has powers. I will be curious to see if they get a second season, but I did enjoy it. It was a wild ride. You know, from the very first episode, she's like running down the road in a dress covered in blood, and so you're pretty sure you know that at some point this is gonna end up that way. And yet, still when it happened, I was not ready. She'd been exploding with her powers and doing all sorts of stuff, and then this guy, who was the jerk, who was her best friend's ex-boyfriend, like gets on stage with her journal, which I still can't figure out how he got it. Like, I went back to look at like in the episode when she had her journal and couldn't figure out like how he got his hands on it. But anyway, somehow he got his hands on it and was about to out her. And she just wanted him to be quiet and shut up. And then she literally blew his head off. And I absolutely 100% laughed a lot at that. I could not believe that, like, oh man, what a statement to make. Welcome to having superpowers. You just murdered someone. It's a harsh wake-up call. And if they do continue with the series, I'm curious to see what direction they drive this in. But she also got told by her friend that maybe she was okay being more than just friends. So that's cute. And I'd be down for a lesbian, even if she's a villain, who just goes around blowing up jerks' heads all the time. Like, wow, what if she just took revenge on all of the absolute jerks in the world by blowing their heads off? I'm sure there's a movie or TV show in there somewhere. Anyway, if you've seen this show, let me know how you felt. Did you feel fulfilled at the end, or did you feel like you had more questions than you did answers? Did you watch it in some sort of back-to-back fever dream and you're not even sure how that all tied together? Let me know. I'll see you tomorrow.